See here, like we have previous day, see we have configured log shipping. See, this is our primary server test. See here we have configured log shipping on Northwind database. We can check also on which databases we have configured log shipping. We'll see. This is our secondary server, SBI loans. Here we have put the database in which state? Standby state. Okay. Previous day. And we have discussed that like here, as per we have tested also here how many jobs are created. One job is created, backup job. In secondary server C, two jobs are created, copy and restore jobs.
Those are
Automatically. Then next one, see will continue with the monitoring log shipping, monitoring and troubleshooting log shipping. See monitoring log shipping. See log shipping we can monitor by different ways. Already we have seen log shipping information is recorded in MSDB database. MSDB database. In MSDB we have some system tables. By using that system tables we can monitor. First point. MSDB database. Subsequent different options are there. See, we can monitor by using MSDB tables manually. Second one, see log shipping status report is there by using the report also. See, monitoring log shipping means what we have to monitor on which databases log shipping is configured, whether log shipping is working or not. Nothing but backup, copy, restore, all the jobs are working or not. That we have to monitor. Then in the same way, see, like we can use the job history. We have seen if you right click on job view history, it will show you job history if any errors are there, job failures are there. Then see using stored procedures which are there in MSDB database, same thing, using error log. Already we have to know if any job fail, backup job fail, copy or restore job fail, it will write the information in error log. From there also we can check. But best practice is there, see, we can use MSDB tables and these first three options we can use. Regularly we are using. Subsequent, like I will go to MSDB. See, in MSDB, these are the tables are there. In primary server, see, we have to check these tables. We have to check in primary server. Log shipping primary databases. This table has the information of on which databases log shipping is configured. What is the backup folder path? What is the recent backup file? It displays recent backup file. Log shipping primary secondaries. See, this table shows the secondary server names. Secondary server names. What are the secondary instances and what is the database name in that secondary server? Log shipping monitor error details. If any errors are there related to log shipping, it will write here in this table. So log shipping monitor history details. History details will show you a step-by-step information how the log shipping is working. It will show you. If any performance related problems are there, we have to see here in the history table which step was taking more time. Suppose I will go to see primary servers here. This is our primary server. Observe here, system tables, MSDB, tables, system tables. Again see, here see system tables are there, see related to log shipping. This is the primary databases we have to check. First table. Observe here. See, on this in this server, see on how many databases log shipping is configured. Only one database. This is a backup directory, backup share, both are same. This is a recent backup file. See 500.trn, recent backup file. We can check in the backup folder also. Just now we have seen no backup folder path. System name. This is a backup folder path. See, backups are going on. Recent backup file is there 500.trn. recent backup file.
So it will take only the log backup.
Only log backup, already we have seen. Just remember, like backup of log file, that means what? Generally they will ask the question like backup job is there. In that backup job, already we have seen any job is a collection of steps. In the backup job, in the step, backup job is step, what command is there? Backup database command or backup log command? Hmm. It is taking database backup or log backup? Log backup. Transaction log backups only. Just remember, like, but once again remember, there is no backup database command, there is no backup log command. What is the reason? Why? Because see, it has two activities, backup job. One is what? Taking backup on schedule basis, as well as deleting old backups after how many hours? 72 hours, default time. This is here, like, what will happen, see? That is the reason if I open this backup job, see, there is no backup log command, there is no backup database command, see, steps, edit. It is calling one exe file, see, SQL logship.exe file. See, all our log shipping jobs, 3 jobs, uses the same file, but parameters are different, backup, copy, restore, like this. That's why generally they will ask, can you configure, can you create these jobs manually? If you say yes, what command you will write? Backup database command or backup log command? See, there is no backup log command, there is no backup database command. All these jobs are calling one exe file, see, SQL logship.exe file. So, next one, see, like, okay, see, first table we have seen, see, on which database shipping is configured, we can see from MSDB tables. Second one, see, which is the secondary server, see here. Next table is there, see here. Log shipping primary databases. Next table is there, see, log shipping primary secondaries. See here. Here, see, like, secondary server name is, this is SBI loans. There also database name is same. The log shipping database names may be different. Here, Northwind, they are different, but always it should be same. Like this, see, we can check these two tables, as well as see errors related information we can see here. If any errors are there related to which job, backup job. History related, see, step by step information is there here. Starting backup, 10% completed, 20% completed, complete history it will write. History table. Then after that, see, like, in secondary server also we can check, see, similar tables are there, see, related to log shipping, see, MSDB tables. First table is there, see, log shipping secondary databases and log shipping secondary. Observe, log shipping secondary has which details, see, backup directory information is there, as well as see, like, copy folder information is there, copy folder, which file it is saying, latest copy file it is showing. Already we have seen this was the latest backup file 500. It is copied or not copied already. Latest copy file. Which file was copied? In the same way, if I go to this, see, secondary databases, it has restore information, restoration details. When the last restore was done, which is the latest restore file. Restore details, observe here. Here, file is not restored, still see. Last restored file is, this is 300.trn. Okay, check here in the copy folder. This is our copy folder. This is the last restored. Still, this, see, once again, this recently it has generated after 500. Still 2 files are not restored still. This is the last restored file 300.trn. So like this, see, we can monitor, see, log shipping information by using these system tables, first option. Second option is there, see, you can check, we have seen we can use one report also directly. Observe, right click, reports, transaction log shipping status report. Otherwise, first time, see, go to standard reports, last report is there, same report, transaction log shipping status report. This report also will show you same information by taking from the same MSDB tables. Just observe here, status is good, log shipping is working fine, it is saying. This is my primary server test, this is my secondary server, SBI loans. Here we'll have all, see here, backup, last backup was done last before 1 minute backup was done. Threshold time 30 minutes, we have configured no alert. If no backup occurs, alert within 30 minutes, threshold time, alert is enabled. Last backup file it is saying, last recent backup file. But see, copy and restore file information is not there here. It is there in which server? Secondary server. Same thing, see, I will go to secondary server, right click, reports, log shipping status report. Here see, secondary database name is Northwind. See here, copy, last copied is before 2 minutes. Last restored also before 2 minutes. Latency of last file 5 minutes. Latency we have scheduled for every 5 minutes. Threshold also we have set 30 minutes. If restoration is not happening, already 30 minutes is over, it will fire the alert. Observe like last copied file, last restored file. Same thing, same MSDB tables it is using, just nothing is there. And we have seen like if any failures occur, suppose backup job is not working, backups are failing, already we have seen we can right click here, view history, we can check for the why it is failing. But up till now it is not failing, it is success, running fine. We'll see that some scenarios are there where it will fail, we'll see that. These are see like different tables are there, see, to monitor the log shipping, MSDB tables. Log shipping status report using stored procedures also, see, SP underscore help log shipping monitor, SP underscore help log shipping monitor primary. These stored procedures also we can use to monitor what? Log shipping information. Same thing, these stored procedures also we have to run in which server? MSDB database. I think write this one, it is there or not? Can note down this one, stored procedures. No, only one is there, I think. MSDB database in both the servers we can check. Then in the same way, see, like we can use SQL Server error log also. By default, it will write the information whenever the job fail in error log. We can filter from the error logs. Errors only related to log shipping. We can filter if you want. No need. These are the different options actually. See, like error log is there. We can filter. See, if I check here, select star from sys messages where description like shipping and message language ID equal to 1033 here. This query will show you all the errors related to log shipping. See here, if I run this query in any one instance, how many rows it is saying? 37 rows. See, any one of these errors will get at any time. Maximum errors are there in log shipping 37, maximum. At any time, any one error we may get. We'll see some of these errors, we'll see. As well as we can filter also. Already we have seen this filter option. Observe here, I am saying XP underscore 0 error log 0, 1. 0 means current error log. 1 means SQL server log. Already we have seen error or shipping. Just it will show you errors related to that text or message. Okay, so no need again. Is there? Primary, secondary servers we have to run anywhere. Just we have to pass the message. Just no need to write everything. Just we have to pass the text. Already we have seen this filter in second module. Just we have to pass the text. Which errors you want? Just not required. Okay, just we have to pass that. Already it is there, I think. Another message also we can write, another text also. Put this in single quotes. Already we have seen single quotes. Single quotes. Yeah, already we have seen this filter, just filtering the errors. Any type of errors you can filter, not only log shipping, any replication errors, any backup failure errors, anything. It is common actually. Next one, see. Next one, see points to remember, very, very important points. Here, first point, see, as part of log shipping, already we have seen, only database users are transferred to secondary server. Logins are not transferred. We have to transfer manually, we have to transfer if you want to allow the users to work in the secondary server. Next one, see, logins are not transferred as part of log shipping. We have to transfer manually or by creating a job. We'll see that logins transfer. Log shipping is scheduled like this, see, backups for every 15 minutes, copy 15 minutes, restore 15 minutes. If any changes are made at 8 p.m., maximum time to reach the changes is, see, 8:45, maximum 8:45, maximum time. Then, observe next one, see, if a table is truncated at primary server, then it is also truncated in secondary server. Why? Because whenever you work with truncate command, truncate is a, if you are truncating one table which has 1000 rows, 1000 rows are stored in the transaction log file, or only information is stored? Only information. Remember, truncate is a minimally logged operation. Even if the recovery model is full or bulk log or simple anywhere, truncate is minimally logged operation by default. Means if you are truncating 10,000 rows from a table, truncate table name, only information is recorded. Same information is there in the log file. The same information is taken into backup, only information into backup. When our restore job is running, by taking that information, it will truncate the table there also. What is the information is there? From which extent to which extent pages are truncated, means freed, data is removed. Same information is there, only information. By taking information, restore job will remove the records.
So if it is the recovery model is bulk log.
Hmm.
If you say like while taking the log backup, it will take the
Correct. Not for truncate, for import, export, all those activities.
But if the recovery model is bulk log and bulk operation is performed.
Correct. That's why truncate is not bulk operation, it is a minimally logged operation.
I'm saying in case if it, we are performing.
Yeah,
bulk
correct.
operation,
That's in the log backup, those are taken, 1,000
even from the
records.
data
Correct.
files and
That is common.
Only in the primary database that log file will contain
Information. Same thing, if any bulk operations are made after changing into bulk log recovery model, but that bulk operation changes are taken into backup. Backup means 3 records are there, 1 lakh records are imported by changing into bulk log recovery model. Means 1 lakh records are affected directly in the data file we have seen. But if log backup is generated, 1 lakh plus 3. The same thing are applied there also. Also, like here in the same way, log shipping is stopped if we change the recovery model from full or bulk log to simple. Already we have seen in simple recovery model, log backups are not allowed. Immediately log shipping will stop. Then, observer is asking one question. If you take full backup at primary server, last page see this, primary server, then log shipping will continue or log shipping will fail, he said. See, full backup will truncate the log file or it cannot truncate the log file. It cannot truncate the log file, already we have seen. It cannot break the log backups chain. Log shipping will not fail from 2005 onwards. From 2005 onwards, log shipping will not fail. Okay, why? Because like full backup cannot truncate the log file. Just to see what is the answer we have to say here. Say full backup cannot truncate log file, transaction log file. Log shipping will not break. Log shipping will continue. Even you take manually full backup, manually differential backup, log shipping will not break. If you take manually log backup, log backups are there for every half an hour. 8 o'clock log shipping log backup, next 8:30, but at 8:15 I have taken manually log backup. It is not log shipping log backup. Log shipping will continue or any problem is there if you take manually log backup. 8:30 it is scheduled log backup is there. It will take from 8 to 8:30 or 8:15 to 8:30 if you take manually log backup at 8:15. 8:15 to 8:30 log shipping will break. That's why if you take manually full backup or differential backup in primary server, log shipping will not break. Full and differential. Only if you take log backup manually, then log shipping will break. We'll see that one practically. Next one, see one question he is asking. Does log shipping propagate security related changes to a secondary server automatically, he is asking. Security related changes. Security related means logins, users, permissions, all those. No, propagates are not, updates are not. Propagated, only database level security related changes are propagated. Only database level. Users, permissions, database level roles, only database level, not server level. Database level security related changes are propagated. Then see some other questions are there. We'll continue with this after last. We'll see next one. See log shipping issues. Generally, once you have configured log shipping, if it is going on, what are the regular issues you have faced? He is asking. Log shipping issues. One of your regular issue is that see out of sync issue. Out of sync. Out of sync issue. Out of sync means remember changes are going on in primary server, but they are not updated into secondary server. Means both the databases are not in sync. Changes are going on here, but they are not updated in secondary server. That is what out of sync issue. Out of sync may happen due to anything. Maybe backups are not working, backup job is not working, copy is not working, or restore is not working, anything. But most of times we'll get problems with copy job, most of times, out of sync related issues. Why? Because copy job is running in secondary server, it should come to network place, it has to copy the file, generally. We'll see that one. Just remember, understood what is out of sync. Out of sync means changes are going on in primary server, but they are not updated into secondary server within the threshold value. We have configured threshold value here for 30 minutes. Already 30 minutes is over. Either backup job is not working, copy is not working, restore is not working. Immediately our alert will fire out of sync alert, out of sync message. Email it will send out of sync. Observe here. It is raised when the transaction log backups are not applied at secondary server with the error number 14420. Change there. 21 is there, I think, in the printed copy. 20. 20. In primary server, we'll get this 20. In secondary server, 21. Means secondary server means if copy or restore is not happening, alert will raise this error number 21 actually 14421, but here in primary 20. Then next one, see what are the scenarios are there. See out of sync scenarios. One is see if there is no disk space in secondary server for restoring backups, which job will fail? Restore job will fail, will get out of sync alerts. In secondary server, there is no disk space to restore the backup, to apply the backup. Already disk is full. Or database is there in some disk E drive or F drive. Disk is also already full. Restore job will throw errors. Disk space issue. That's remember, like whenever you disk is already full, copy job, we have seen like copy job we have scheduled for every half an hour. 8:30 is it has started. It takes actually 5 hours, maximum 10 minutes, for example. But it's still running. Already 1 hour is over, 2 hours are over, 1 day is over, still running. Copy job. What may be the reason? Already we have seen there is no sufficient free space in the disk.
The time will depend upon the size of the data.
Size of the file. Thus remember, like disk space issue will cause this out of sync alerts compulsory, but already after half an hour, copy is not working from last half an hour, it will fire the alert, it will send you the mail, out of sync alert. We can tell this reason in the interviews, out of sync alert, one of a reason. Next one, see like if there is no respective path to create the files in secondary server, it will throw out of sync issue. Observe here, what is its meaning? For example, let's say in primary server, I am adding one extra file. Observe here. Northwind database properties, files. Already 2 files are there for my database. 2 data files are there, 1 log file is there. Check here in secondary server also 2 files are there or not. Right click properties, files, they are there. Initially 2 data files were there, 1 log file was there. Now observe here, due to like files are going to full actually, that's why I am adding 1 extra file here. See in primary server database I am adding 1 extra file. See Northwind data 3 something else. MD data file, this is in the same file group, but see this file I am adding in which path? This path, some path, or D data folder, some path. Okay, path, in this path we have added the file. Okay, once here file adding is success, file is created successfully. Let's say backup job will run after some time, after adding. Suppose backup job, it will take this file also in the backup, file also it will take in the backup. Copy will success. Whenever restore job is running here, restore job will try to create the file. It will copy the file. It will try to copy the file in the same path. If the path is there, same path is there, D master test file something path is there, restoration will success, otherwise it will fail. See, in which path you have added one extra file in primary server, same path should be there in secondary server, then only restore job will success, otherwise it will fail. That means what? After adding the file here, in which path you have added, you create the same folder in secondary server, you grant read-write permission to service account, it will success, it will not fail. That is it. That's why, that is what third point, second point is saying, if there is no respective path to create the files in which server, secondary server, restore job will fail. Check here, I will add this file now. Sorry. I will add the files here. Okay. File is added, one extra file is added. Extra file is added, means in primary server added. Same thing, backup job will take backup of the file, copy job will copy file, copy, restore job will try to create that file, restore job. But see, whenever it is trying to create the file, path, if path is there, D master test file, it will create successfully, otherwise it will fail. See, like if I try to create the files, if I see, I already have added, but for testing purpose manually I will run these jobs, otherwise we have to wait for some time. Manually I am running the job. See, backup job will success, copy job also success, copy job just copy paste only. Success. Restore job will success or fail. Both the instances are there in the same machine. Same machine. Already path is there or not? Already path is there. In that path, first instance file is there. Restoration job will success or fail? Fail. Already file is there in that path of first instance. Restore job also, okay, path is there, it will try to create the same file in that path. First instance will not allow to overwrite that file. It will throw error, access denied error. But if they are there physically two different boxes, if folder is there, it will create successfully, it will not throw any error. Observe here, it will throw error now. Why? Because same machine, folder is there, but already one file is there. Same file is there of first server. See here. See here. Restore job is failing. What is the reason? You check here. Very clear message will appear. View history. 2 times it, already I think it was run on a scheduled basis. I have run manually also. Already it was failed actually. Check here. What is the reason? Very clear message it is saying. Could not apply log backup file, which file? 435.trn to database. Error C. The operating system returned the error number 32 while attempting restore container D master file something. this file which we have added extra file cannot be restored, use with move option to identify a new location. It is asking you restore manually by mentioning some new path, different path. It is missing. Just remember, in real time this error will not get. Means what? If folder is there, will not get this error. Both are two different boxes. Now what I will do, we have to restore now by using with move option by mentioning different path for this file, different path. Observe here, file is the 435.trn, that is. Observe here, I will go to here, see, I will restore manually here. Restore transaction log. From tape, something. Where is the file? Copy folder. Already it is copied actually in the copy folder. This is okay. Okay. Select the option with the standby, but it is not allowing to mention the path here. Option is not there. That's why take a script. Means instead of manually writing the script, just I am taking the script here. See, from here to disk is equal to, from disk is equal to, this is with file equal to 1 comma standby, so many are there. Here I will mention, see, with move. Logical names here, Northwind data 3 something we have mentioned. Already it was showing. To physical path, where you want to restore this file, where you want to create the file, mention that path. Observe d:\data /Northwind data 3.ndf. I'm asking that you create the file here manually. I'm mentioning the path, different path. Run the query. This is the logical name, this is the physical name. Already we have seen. Successfully restored. Check here, file is added or not. Properties, files added, see successfully. This is, but it is showing same path actually. Actually it is not restored, but same path is required. It is saying actually technically it is showing path, but it is not there in this path. We have restored here, see, in D data folder. Northwind 3 data 3.mdf. Now our next backups can be restored successfully or not. Next backups, it will continue normally. That is like third point, which is important. Second point. Next one, say like if there is ad hoc transaction log backup was taken in the primary server. Ad hoc means manually, not schedule one. It is not log shipping log backup, it is manual log backup. So immediately see here, our log shipping will break, he is saying ad hoc log backup. But see, already we have configured log shipping. Already we know that log shipping is going on in this server. We can't take manually log backups. But we have seen, we have configured one alert. Previous day, we have configured one alert which takes log backup whenever its size reaches above 70%. Whenever the log file is 70% full, it will call the job will take log backup. See, 8 o'clock normal log backup, log shipping log backup, next 8:30. But alert has fired at 8:15 automatically. Backup size has become above 70%. Alert has fired. It has called the job has taken log backup at 8:15. Next, our 8:30 log backup, which is scheduled log shipping log backup, it will take the transactions from where to where, 8:15 to 8:30 or 8:16 to 8:30 something. But already the transactions are applied in secondary server up to which time? 8 o'clock. Last log backup, log shipping log backup was generated at 8 o'clock. It is already applied. Next 830 log backup should apply which transactions 8 to 830, but 815 some ad hoc log backup was generated, which is not schedule one. That's why it has break the LSN chain. That's why whenever you are trying to restore, whenever the restore job is trying to restore 830 log backup, it will throw error. It will throw error. It is too recent to apply this log. You apply some previous one, then you apply this. Too recent. It is throwing.
The log backup is related to that particular database.
Yeah, that's right, correct. The database backup only. This is log backup, not other database log backups. Maybe there no issue. That database log backup only, which is generated at 8:15. Thus, you see what is the error message? It is too recent to apply this log.
Suppose
You try to apply some previous log, indirectly it is saying, then you apply this 830 log backup, it is saying indirectly. That's why in the interviews they will ask, I am getting one error, it is too recent to apply the log in secondary server, what is the reason? Maybe some ad hoc log backup was generated, or any log backup file is missing or corrupted.
so if you take the backup in the same backup file path,
Hmm.
so that
Any path,
copy
but our
from
log
the-
shipping don't know that backup. Log shipping don't know. Even you take the 830 log backup in the same folder, which we have mentioned. Log shipping in MSDB database, that this file is not updated. No, you have taken log backup manually in the same folder, ls backup underscore something. Why? Because this file details are not recorded in MSDB. Why? Because this file was not generated by our backup job. This file was generated manually by some other job. This was here?
If you take, manually take the backup in the same path, then that copy job will not get triggered.
No, copy job don't know that file. Copy job knows the last backup file which is generated by backup job only, not manual job. No, it is different. No? So observe, we can see that one also. See, observe, what I will do here, there is no alert, that scenario is not there, for example, but what I will do, manually I will take log backup. We can't say in the interview manually we have taken. Already log shipping is there, you can't take manual log backups. Full and differential we can take. Means let's say our alert has taken backup, just alert has fired, it has called the job has taken log backup. Observe here. What I will do, I will go to Northwind database here. Books table is there. I will make some changes here for testing purpose here. What alert, what error will get here. One record I have inserted. I have taken manually log backups here. In some folder. Northwind tlog.trn something. Log backup is generated. That one record we have inserted just now, it was written into backup, then truncated, flush out from log file. After that, once again I will make some changes here, like changes are going on actually. Now our, let's say I will run the log shipping log backup job. Means our log backup job will take now how many records? One record or two records? One record. Why? Because previous one was taken in ad hoc log backup and already it was truncated from the log file. With copy only, if you have taken with copy only log backup, this problem is not there. But actually alert we have configured for what purpose? To truncate the log file. Whenever it reaches above 70% or 80%, it has to truncate the log file. That's why if you have copy only log backups are there, remember, it will not break any LSN chain. It will not throw this type of error. Observe, like backup was generated successfully. Copy is done successfully. Restore job will fail. Restore job was success. I think first log backup we have taken or not? Full backup, log backup only. No? Restore job has to fail. Just check here. We'll check again. Uh, I think we have taken log backup only. Recovery model is bulk log. Bulk log recovery model is it? Just I will check here. Media families here. What are the means to check the backups information already we have seen. .trl we have said. From disk is equal to backup type 2 is there correct only log backup, but bulk log recovery model is it. That's why I think it has taken from the data file. Suppose here say log backup was generated successfully, it is saying. Now say like I will ask log shipping job to take what log backup success. Copy also success, it is saying. Sir, what is the reason you check here? Error it is saying. View history already we have seen. So many messages it has written. See, very clear message it is saying. What is the message? See, the transaction log file 1923.trn is too recent to apply to the secondary database Northwind. The log in this backup LSN starts from here, which is too recent to apply. It should start from here, it is saying. Cannot be restored, it is saying. Too recent. Means immediately we have to check before this 23.trn. This is if any log backup was generated in which server? Primary server. Okay, if it is generated or before this 23.trn, if any log file is missing or corrupted. For example, 10:30 was restored, 11 o'clock was missing or corrupted, 11:30 cannot be restored, same error will get, too recent error. Now, immediately I will go to see primary server. I will check here, same table, I think. We have seen this table. Backup media family table of MSDB database. You check here. Before this 23.trn, one log backup is there. Let's say it is a ad hoc log backup which is generated by the alert or job or something in the middle. Now what we have to do now? Manually you copy paste into secondary server manually. Okay, why? Because our copy job don't know this backup. Manually copy paste, manually you restore. After that, if you run restore job, it will continue here from here or not, it will continue. Observe manually we have to copy paste actually, but I am working in the same machine for practice purpose. Directly I can access from here also the same file manually. So go to from file, go to that folder D backup. This is different machine. First we have to copy paste through the network, then we have to apply. Okay. Now see same thing. I will check with standby. Okay. By mistake, if you say with recovery, in secondary server database becomes operational online, log shipping will break. Means once again we have to reconfigure. Why? Because with recovery makes the database online. That's what's here. With the standby again. Okay.
So both the servers will be online.
No, that's why it becomes online. Now it should be there either in standby or
Primary
stand.
and secondary server will be online.
That's why log shipping will break. Means if secondary server is online, restored job will not work.
The copy files will be.
Backup job will run, copy job also will run, restored job will fail. Why? Because
Configure it again, it will take all those previous copies.
no, all the things we have to delete, all the files, everything, fresh again. Observe now, I will run the restored job now. Now it will continue restoration or not with the next 23.trn, next. It will continue. Why? Because now there is no mismatch, LSN mismatch. Here, continue. These are still like different, see, out of sync related issues are there as part of log shipping here. Already we have seen this one.
So sir, how to bring down the server? I mean, brings down the server.
We have to reconfigure again.
No, when both the primary and secondary servers are up and running.
Users are working in primary.
Yeah.
Once again, we have to restore fresh backup. We have to reconfigure again log shipping. So observe, if agent service or MSDB is not working in secondary server, already we have seen, copy and restore jobs will fail. Log shipping will not continue. If any transaction log backups are missing or corrupted before restoring, we have seen now we'll get the same error, out of sync error. It is too recent to apply the log. Suppose like 11 o'clock log backup is missing, then how we can troubleshoot this issue? Same thing again, we have to reconfigure log shipping. Take, means not reconfiguring, take full backup manually, resend backup, restore with the standby. First disable the jobs, take backup, restore, then enable the jobs. Before enabling, delete all the files from backup folder, from copy folder, delete. Then what? Enable the jobs. Means like once again like fresh actually. These are still like regular out of sync alerts are there as part of log shipping. Out of sync alerts. Correct. Then see one FAQ is there. We'll continue then in the next sessions here. If the secondary server is down or agent service in secondary server is not running, copy and restore job fail. Already we have seen. Once the agent service is started, how the backup files are copied. For example, see. Already 1 hour back copy job agent service was stopped in secondary server, but backup job is running, it is generating backups. Last copied backup was 100th one, 100. 20 more backups are generated. Once you start secondary server copy job, it will copy all the 20 at a time or 830 101 next 9 o'clock 102, he is asking, at a time they are copied. At a time, how many files? 20 files. 8:30 it has started, for example, at a time it will copy. In that case, remember, we have configured threshold value how much? 30 minutes, for example. But it has to copy how many files? 20 files or 50 files, for example. 8:30 started, but still copying 9 o'clock over copying still. 9:1 over copying, will get alert or not? Alert is fired. Actually, there is no problem. Actually, there is no error. Job is running. There is no error, but we are getting alerts due to this scenario. Maybe if so many backup copy files or more copy files are there, a restore job also will fire alert or not. In this scenario, it will fire alert. So they will ask, backup job is not failing, copy job is not failing, restore job is not failing, but I am getting out of sync alert
If the job is running
like
from
this
the copy
in this
job.
scenario. Means if the copy job is taking more time to copy files more than threshold value, or restore job is taking more time, depends on what, more than threshold value, out of sync alert will get, actually there is no error. Please.
What job will do, sir?
Okay, so only in this scenario only we'll get this out of sync alerts. Means if everything is working fine also, we are getting alerts due to time, it is taking more time to copy, many files are there, it is taking more time to restore, many files are there.
Sir, if alert reaches, then what the job will do?
No, jobs are running actually, only we'll get the alert, we have to see the status, there is no error. This is here, all the files are copied at a time. All the files are copied at a time. Full stop. Maybe out of sync alert is fired. All the files are copied at a time. Full stop. Maybe out of sync alert will fire.